What we have here is an Egnater Rebel 20 running on the front end the Nova system. You can run the Nova system in the effects loop of the Egnater. However, it disables the drive circuit, so you can't use distortion. So you're kind of stuck with, you have a one channel amp here, you almost have to use it in a clean setting. Basically just a dry, clean setting. Sounds great, by the way. And it's a perfect companion for an effects unit like this with an analog drive circuit. You get the warmth of the head, and you can add effects to it on the front end. So basically, I'll kind of run through the basically I'm not going to go over the whole Nova system pedal itself. I think you can find enough information about it on their website, but I'll just kind of make comparisons to it in terms of the G system. The only thing this doesn't have the G system had is a wah effect. And there's a lot of other things that are different about this pedal. The switching of the patches, for instance, is a lot different. You still have the functionality of being able to change a patch, turn effects on and off at will. And then you can also have it set up in patch mode, where when you basically hit that goes to another patch, number 3 patch. And what you can't turn on and off are these items here, but you can still turn on and off the items up here. You can't move it around like you can on the G system. If you want delay down here, maybe move the drive over here, you can't do that on this. Has basically the same effects as the G system, with the exception of like the wah, and there's some other I forget what they call it, but anyway, there's some effects that are on here that are on the G system, but pretty much all the ones that you'll ever really actually use are basically on here. You've got drive, compression, EQ, modulation, pitch, delay, and reverb. Within drive you have overdrive and distortion. Within compression you have percussive, sustain, and advanced compression. Within EQ you've also got an EQ and a gate, noise gate. Within modulation you've got chorus, flanger, vibrato, a phaser, tremolo, and a panner. Within pitch you've got a shifter, an octave, like an octaver effect, a whammy effect, a detune, and intelligent pitch shifting, which the G system also has. I will say on this, the whammy effect seems to be a lot smoother on this than it does on the G system to me. Like when you sweep the pedal, it's smoother. You don't really hear the increments as you kind of if you sweep real slow. But that's the one thing that I've kind of noticed that's better on this than on the G system. Again, with delay you've got what they call clean delay, analog delay, tape, dynamic, dual, and ping pong. Reverb, you've got the standard spring, hall, room, and plate reverbs. So you've also got tap tempo, which you can see flashing there. You've got a boost, and again, what you can modulate here is basically everything that you can configure here. So you've got a modulation, delay, a boost, tap tempo, drive, compression, reverb, and pitch. So like within this patch, for instance, I've got for the gain, let me go back one. I'm cycling through a bank there, and it's telling me that I can pick one of these 3 patches within that bank. So if I choose this one, this is basically my overdrive delay setting. A little trailing delay there. Not terribly distorted. It's pretty nice for picking chords, doing arpeggiated things. And that's the thing that I've noticed about the overdrive is that it's it's almost like I hear, and I don't know if it's the unit or my guitar or what, but and you can get a lot more gain out of this. I purposely have this at a really low gain setting, by the way. But you know, this is that's the dry of the amp. So it doesn't color it a whole lot. You know, of course I've got an EQ on here set, so it may be cutting some of the high frequencies out that I don't like. In any event, that's how I kind of use the overdrive. I don't really like it for leads or for rhythm type stuff. Just kind of like it for stuff like that. And then basically I go to more of a distorted, go over here. I'll kind of just, this is kind of my main kind of distortion setting. I'll kind of boost it a little bit, give it a little more volume, but this is pretty much how I have it set. Not a real high gain. I mean, it's high gain, but it's not like metal high gain. If you listen to any of the Mesa Boogie videos that I have, I mean, the tone is pretty spot on in terms of, it's kind of gain wise, it's a lot like how I have it set on my Road King. And if you could hear how good it sounds in the room, it's probably not going to translate to tape, but it sounds really, really good. So that's kind of a dry setting right there. I add a little reverb. Or a little delay. It's also got like a modulation, which I have set right now to phaser. If you want like a little Van Halen action. Basically how I use this amp. You know, you've got compression as well. And again, the whammy effect. And as you can hear, it's kind of a real slow, smooth sweep. So yeah, so that's basically this rig right here.